It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Funk Friday. It's like Funk Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday. It's Fat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday.
Okay, sorry for the late start. I was looking for something that I left at school, I think. Squingy. Okay. Anytime. Okay. What was the good news? What are weather? Ooh. Rainy days ahead. Oh shit. My bad. Bad spirits. That's no good. I can't be doing that. This tree is in my way. We can't be doing that. Where's me music, dude? Okay. So we have it. We just have to be patient, I guess. Ooh, parsnip. I hope I get a good one. Oh man. Sorry, nothing. What? 0 of 10 slime slain. Craft a furnace. What do you require? Ore and stone. Well, look, oh shit. I don't have many dollars, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. We're gonna do some of these. Gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna yeah. And then I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna organize, and oh look, I have some seeds, and then I need to take these to my friend Gunther. Okay, we're gonna make some good soil. Make some quality fertilized soil. Very good. Okay. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 parsnips. Yes, and then I'm gonna touch this and this. Then I'm gonna touch that, and then we will water. Oh, I'm sorry. Smelting. Oh, I'm doing precisely what it wants me to. That's cool. Alright. Someday I'll have a BGM. Maybe if I do this. Yeah. BGM. Someday I'll get a green bean too. Surely. I need 4 parsnips. I can't forget. Or it'll be bad. I should maybe get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 parsnips total. Huh? Okay. Okay. Alright. What'd I say? 21. 21 snips would be appropriate. Because what's his fuck? Pierre will be closed tomorrow. So I need to ensure that I'm staying, oh shit. Staying focused so I don't forget. Oh! Good job staying focused as I get sidetracked by this. Okay. Alright, yeah. 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 The watering sound makes you need to pee? Bro, me too. Like, if I think about it too hard, it evokes visions of piss. But I'm almost done. Not almost done pissing, but almost done watering. When I get a good watering can, and when I make some, oh, you know, some sprinklers, we'll be in business. Then we won't have to really worry about it anymore. I can't wait to chop that stump. Hey, Aiko. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Which is totally fine. I understand that life likes to make itself known to us. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go, you know, get a seed. Purchase a seed. How many? 21? I'm gonna get 25, just for good measure, if possible. If it's within the realm of possibilities. Carp? I love you, William, but I don't know, buddy. I got shit to do, man. Let's see. Oh, I need to sell these first. What'd I say, 25? Oh, fuck. Yeah, all numbers must be multiples of 5. Agree. Look what I can do. Look at this disgusting blade. I shouldn't be mean to it. It's probably seen lots of hard battles before mine time. You finished a seasonal job? Okay, okay. You had no energy or focus. Hold on, I don't know how to read. To fly your drone around? Oh man. Well, I wish you luck in your pursuit for a stable, what's the word? Employment. I'm sure you'll do just fine. I'm gonna put this copper in this whatever. Okay, and then I need, yeah, okay, I need 2 more of those. And then we'll be good. What else did I want to do? I wanted to, nope, just kidding. I'm gonna keep these. I don't need that for my community center. I guess I'll open those. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, that's like the thing about work is like 95% of the time it's gonna find a way to get your goat, if you will. Oh, I can put this whatever in there. Isn't that nice? I can do the Earth crystal. And then I'm going to need, I need to upgrade my well, you know, my storage, my storage. Oh, I can go into the mines tomorrow without much consequence, so I'll probably do that. Yeah. 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 Oh, tweet tweet. What's in here, praise hell? Glasses. Oh man, I don't want. Well, I guess glasses are fine because they can make refined quartz. If my memory serves me well. Excuse me. I need to go to Gunter. Okay, okay. Alright, Buster. Donate. I donated a single scapula. Yeah. Did my motherly organs get bigger? Not since a year ago. Not since I redesigned from Strix 1.0. I have made no other changes. What is that's calcite, right? Yeah. Whoa. I don't know what that is. Malachite? Alright. This is gonna be really stupid. I'm gonna have to go back and forth. I should have just upgraded my backpack when I had the opportunity, but I dug too deeply and too greedily. Ooh! What did I get? Hey, idiot. Ooh, cauliflower. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh shit, I can't put it back. Oh, no. Oh man. Hopefully I don't get something stupid from my boy Clintoris over here. Eh. Oh, I can donate one now. That's cool. You did some productive stuff today? Bro, me too. Well, yeah. I'm pretty happy with how this semester has begun. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. I have to plant a cauliflower. Ew. Let's see. I'm gonna go put this earth crystal in the community center. And then... Oh god. And then... Gonna... First earth crystal. Second cauliflower. Third... I guess I could do Willie's quest. Like, it's probably okay. I should have brought the copper bar as well for this one. I guess it just can't be helped. Blacksmiths, geologists. Oh, I need an actual... I didn't... okay. I made a critical error. That's okay. Custom zipper handles for your old backpack? Whoa. Well, bless your heart for keeping the poor thing for so long. I feel like I go through... Oh, I'll redact that. I think I've had my current backpack for like 10 years. The zippers are starting to go out though, but out of laziness, I refuse to do anything about it. I simply won't. Okay, so I can take this. No. Oh, give me that. I'm gonna it's not gonna happen, but if I got a big cauliflower, that would be pretty wicked sick nasty. Not gonna lie. I don't really care about the quality, to be honest. These things... Okay. I should have checked my date first, but it all worked out better than expected. Cat. When does Demetrius come to my house to say, hey, idiot, do you want mushrooms or fruit? It has to be coming up pretty soon, right? Let's see. I want this, and I want this. Nope, nope. I want this.
13 months.
Thank you, Prism. for resubscribing. 13 whole months. It's such a lucky number. Maybe even the luckiest number. What was I doing? Copper. Copper. And one of these. Yeah, look, it makes like a little wheel, wheel, wheel. I'm gonna make some fertilizer while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I forgot. I've been kind of just like spacey in general today. I had to get up really early, so I'm kind of like, eh. So I'm a little sleepy, and I haven't quite decided if I am gonna be able to do Fridays, but I don't know. I'll still mull it over. Cat. I was gonna go to the community center. Community center today. Rainy times tomorrow, so that means I can go into the mines. I think the big goal, or maybe not the big goal, but at least not minor nor major, just middle in between goal is to upgrade my pouch at least to 2nd level within this next Stardew Valley week. Because this is not cutting it. This is not acceptable. We can't be doing this. It's too torturous. Yeah, cat. Flat cat. That's correct. Here you go, buddy. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna go... I thought I had a frozen tear, but... I may just be gaslighting myself. What would be super cool would be if you could, like, access... Not access to, like, take shit out, but to be able to see somewhere... Like, if you had a chest submenu, so, like, for each chest you have, you could just go into your, like, into this screen, and maybe there's, like, a chest right here, and then you can click into it and you can see all of the stuff that you have in storage and chests. So I don't have to keep, like, a mental catalog of all of the things that I have in my possession, but not on my person. Hey! Hey! That's pretty good. I dig it. I dig it. A little worm. That's cool. I need to go pick my, my onion as well. I can't forget to pick the onion. Are there any spoils over here today? Coral? 2 coral and an oyster. I'll take that. That's fine. An oyster. I think I've already donated an oyster. I'm gonna go put this in the community center really quickly. Next, custom zipper handles. Metals. What are some metals that are good for zipping? I hate that bitch so much. Not Linus, but this one. Sounds like those raccoons. Look, I know what happens. He digs in the garbage. And he's like, you don't think I'm doing anything wrong, do you? And I'm like, nah. I like digging in garbage. And then I think Gus comes out and says, dude, just come here. You can have something to eat. It's cool. You don't have to dig in garbage. Brass, copper, and silver. Okay. I'm gonna say either brass or copper metal. And like some kind of blue or maybe even teal aqua gemstone. Why do I have this? I can sell these. Don't sell that. Aqua. That would be cool. let's see. Things that I need to do. Get the onion. Donate this muscle if I am quick enough, if I'm fleet-footed enough, which I'm beginning to doubt considerably. Yeah, you can make a copper wire basket. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard to beat, you know, a nice reddish orangey metal with a bluey stone. You know what I'm saying? I have to get the onion. I think maybe also Robin's axe quest may be coming up. Whoa, look at all those onions. Very cool. I dig it. Whoa, more onion down there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Some copper salts are blue. That is a true statement. But I'm talking about metal. Some copper salts are really fucking cool looking. Like, they're... I wish I could remember which one it was specifically. But it's almost like a... not like a dark aqua, but a really deep aqua. Like, it has really, really good depth of color. That I don't remember what one it is exactly. It's like a really, really good shade of blue-green. Ooh, I don't know. It could be dangerous. No, there was one that we used last year in chemistry. I'll have to ask our chem teacher. I bet he would know exactly what I was talking about because I was pretty smitten by the color. I can envision it in my mind's eye. I'll have to think about that one. Maybe it was it copper 2 sulfate? It might have been copper 2 sulfate, but it looked so green. This one's like too blue. No, some of my special ed students took conceptual chemistry last year. I'm trying to fucking I would have to ask him, I think. He would probably know. Wasn't that... it might have been copper 2 carbonate. That might be it. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to ask him. Yeah, there are a lot of us out there who stream a lot because, you know, I think we need an outlet. And Twitch can kind of let us retain our anonymity. Did I touch this cat? Yeah, I did. That was, I guess, okay. An okay sum. That was a fair sum of dollars. Oh, whoa, wee. The Queen of Sauce rerun. Beautiful sunny day. Ugh. Whoa, this is the worst. That sucks. Bird! Get out of here. I forgot to make another fucking scarecrow. I bungled it. I sure you sail into your new life. Thanks for the bucks, Dad. 10 out of 10. I invest in sprinklers just because I'm fucking lazy, and 95% of the time, you know what? Nah, fuck that. 99% of the time, I would much rather, oh, one more snip. I would much rather be in the mines. Like, I want both. I want to have nice crops, but I don't want to take care of them, but I want to go to the mines. But just let me have this. Things that I wanted to do. I need to go get some carp. How many carp did William want? 0 out of 3? This is the final day. This... I'll keep... I wish I had... Whoa, daffodillies. I'll take that. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Worm's hand. Give me that. I don't want clay. I want relics and treasures. I guess clay is a treasure in its own right, but not in the right that I want. I'm gonna sell these daffodillies. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Carps live in lakes. Live in lakes. Lovely lakes. In Metopia, there's a rare enemy called a snurp. Like a kiwi? Like a kiwi bird? Yeah. Yeah, they're new treasures. New old treasures. Nothing in garbage. This is bogus. What a strange lad. What a strange man. I'm gonna go see if I can get the onion. And maybe... Is this considered a lake or a river? I think this is a river. And then the body of water up, like, north is considered a lake. Hey, Dementor. What I consider to be treasure are metal things, like metal findings, things that are otherwise quite shiny, like dragonfly wings, beads, loose stones. Well, I think, like, in terms of environments, like fishy environments, there are 3... I saw a horseradish, I got sidetracked. There are, like, 3 fishy environments, right? There are ocean fish, fucking fiber. No, fiber is not an ocean environment. There are, a river, lake, and ocean. Yeah. This is a river. This is what I was talking about lake-wise. Do I get all the power? Moderately, I guess. Yeah. I need to catch 3 carps for William. Willie, W-I-L-L-Y-A-M. William. Oh, there's another radish. Oh shit, I don't want that. This is Dukas. I'm just gonna eat this detritus. I should have gotten rid of all this other shit, because the good Lord knows I'm not gonna fucking use it. Oh, dandelion. Oh, I'm getting overstimulated. That's true, at least they aren't lake and pond. Stop it. Get out of there. Yeah, get fucked, fiber. Get a frog. Yeah, the little frogs, they only appear in the little... Well, I guess anytime that I had, like an Animal Crossing land, island, I guess, in Horizons, or was it Horizons? Yeah. My ponds were always really small. Like little dinky ones. I think I'm gonna... Oh, I don't need to worry about donating this anymore. I've already donated it. That's right, that's correct. Bye, 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 bye. Actually, they're equal. Fuck it, I'll just eat stuff. I liked the layouts that had the, like, the river that would fork. Whoops. Copper? So then you would kind of have, like, a plot of land that was sandwiched between two arms of the river. And I would always put my house there, but I'm sure that's not terribly original. I bet a lot of people do the same thing. I still stand by the opinion that Wild World had some of the comfiest Animal Crossing music in the whole series, if not the comfiest. Witchy themed cozy sim, like the Haunted Chocolatier that Mr. Concerned Ape is making, or is there a different one? Wow. I would maybe consider Witch Times Fae Farm? I have not heard of that one. I'll have to look into it. Okay, 3 carps. Give me the money. Hand them over. Witchbrook? I will also have to look into that. I'm completely ignorant. My luck is really bad today, so maybe all I'm gonna get is garbage. Oh god, I'm already pissed. You have to warm up the water by circling your bobber. I don't think this is a carp. It's too lively. Gotcha! Have to warm it up. Have to flick the bean. Oh fuck. Faked me out. I have to catch a fish in 1/2 a press. Ah shit. Yeah. Flick your bean on stream, but only if your bean looks like this. Got kind of violent. Got caught up in the heat of the moment. Power. Can I have a carp, please? 3 of them. Give me something deliciously fresh. This might be a carp. Nope. Give me something small and creepy. Give me 10 refreshing blasts. Oh shit. Give me a ghost. And a big one at that. That might be a carp. I'm gonna fucking regret this. Give me something rich in calcium. Give me H2O. This is foolish. Whoa. Alright. I'm gonna eat this. Ooh. When was the last time I ate noodles? That's actually a really good question. When was the last time I ate noodles? I mean, long enough for me to not remember. Maybe... Oh my god, maybe... Yeah, fish have calcium and bones. I don't want newspaper. I think maybe while I was on vacation, because I know I went to like a spaghetti joint And I had some Puschetti. So when did I do that? Like the beginning of August. So the beginning of August. Oh shit, dude. I really don't. I'm not really. I like don't know how to put this without like sounding snobby. I don't really actively seek out things like bread or noodles. Like they're fine. I don't dislike them, but I don't like they're not considered staples in my diet. You know what I mean? There are no carp in here. This is a disaster. Like I can't work like this. I mean, like, yeah, noodles are fine. They're fine. I'm not a hugely picky eater at all. I like ramen. Like, I'll accept noodles and ramen. But it's also been a really long time since I've had ramen. There's a ramen place, like, like maybe a half an hour away that has a really good seafood ramen that I quite like. But I don't go there very often. I try to cook myself when I can, but when I say cook, I mean like put stuff in a crock pot and then go to work and then come back and then eat shit directly out of the crock pot like some kind of animal. I really enjoy, like, sometimes, especially in the winter time, this occurs often, but I really like to make like egg noodles. It's almost like butter noodles, I think is what they're called. But it's just like egg noodles and then like a broth made out of milk, a little bit of butter, and like salt and pepper. And it's just like, it's so comfy and it's so simple. It's completely inoffensive. Yeah, egg noodles are fucking delicious. I like egg noodles quite a bit. I'm not gonna be able to fulfill William's wishes. And even when I do make soup, almost none of the soups that I make, I never like put noodles in them. I'm more interested in the vegetables. I'm not like, fuck man, like this shit, I really need to put noodles in this. It's just like, you know, whatever. I make like a vegetable soup where it's just like literally any and all vegetables that I can find with like a tomato juice broth. And I use like cabbage. I feel like I actively seek out cabbage more than I do. Get in there! More than I do like actual noodles. You know what I'm saying? Will you get in my pocket? What are you? Chub? Same. You know what I'm saying? Also, especially during the winter. I'm a soup enjoyer in general. But when the weather begins to get cold, I usually make like a huge batch of that vegetable soup. My like whatever vegetable soup. And then I freeze it. And then heat it up when I'm hungry. I heat it up and like, or I like separate it out into individual, like Tupperwares? Like, microwavable Tupperwares? You know what I'm saying? I hate the winter so much, and it's hard for me to function in the winter, so I have to do what I can to, like, ensure that I'm getting fed. I also want to learn how to make hot and sour soup because it's one of my favorites. I think I tried to a couple of years ago, but it didn't come out very well. Ah, fuck it, man. But I'd be willing to give it another shot. I think I'm a little apprehensive because now that we kind of discussed this yesterday, but because I have like that weird residual COVID egg situation where like eggs just taste so bad, I would maybe need to omit the eggs if possible. Whoa, a leak. It's okay, Zeta, no worries. I'm gonna come back up for that radish. Horseradish, rather. Whatever, you know what I mean. No, it's getting late, I'm an adult. I don't need this, right? Oh, I do! What the fuck? Oh, shit, dude! Wait, I needed the chub, too. Did I save one? No, I didn't. Oh my god, I'm such an imbecile. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. I need that for the community center. Alright, fish in my chest. They will certainly not rot. They will stay fresh and healthy. I ain't even worried about it. A rusty dual sword. Hey, Raven. I'm gonna sell this radish. You dreamt... Wait. You dreamt that I was streaming and it was cool? You were a robot and I could throw you? Okay, that sounds pretty dope, not gonna lie. I can make a bee house! Woo! I know it's a little early, but just so I don't, like, you know, interrupt the flow of the day, I'm just gonna take my break really quickly, and then I'll return and we'll carry out this day, naturally. So I will be right back, it won't take me too long. Okay. Thank you for waiting. It's always appreciated. For sure, for sure. Oh, I'm watching TV from the side. Very cool. This is very technological. Rain all day. Fuck yeah. Neutral. That's fine. Living off the land. We're getting closer to salmonberry season, right? Woes from crows. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, no crow trouble. No crow trouble here. Unless my favorite axe with a capital A. Sounds like a you problem, Robin. I don't think I have enough coal. I do. Crafting. There you go. I'm gonna put them right over here, I think, because I seem to be having crow trouble right over here. And instead of, you know, doing this intelligently, I'm just gonna fucking whatever. I'm gonna do that. These will soon be ready for harvest. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Balrogs. So I confess that I did not have the time today. I managed to remember to bring my copy of the Silmarillion to work today, but I didn't get as much time to like read through it as I wanted to, but I took some like over my 10-minute lunch. I wrote a couple things down that I remembered. And additionally, that's what I forgot at work today. Oh shit. But I'll still talk about it. I'll talk about what I remember in a little more like organized fashion. So for those of you who are not in the know, what do the kids say? I popped off yesterday. I think let me back up. I really like the Lord of the Rings. I was really, really into them. Like all Tolkien works, like the Silmarillion, the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit. I read both of the books of Lost Tales. Like when I was like late elementary school through, I was like really deep in the shit, affectionate, like during my middle school to like early high school career, but like I still really like the Lord of the Rings, you know, like just even in my adulthood. How did the discussion even get started yesterday? I think we were talking about the Entwives and then like a lot of the esoteric Tolkien knowledge that I have locked away in the annals, in the annals of my brainular region, came flooding back like all at once, and I could not form a cohesive discussion, partially because it was coming in waves, and also because it's been like decades and decades since I've thought about the history of Middle Earth. But I think you, Zeta, you had a couple of questions about the Balrogs in particular. If I remember properly, it was like, why were they so scared of the Balrogs? And why didn't Sauron recruit them, right? Like, why didn't he weaponize them? Was there one more part to your question? I feel like there was a third portion. You'll have to remind me. Oh shit, I almost crucified what little friendship I have with these two dumb dicks. Yeah, what was the third part? They're like, oh shit, it's weird in that sewer. That's all that says. You're not missing out on anything. I know, member. You like The Hobbit? That's the same art style as The Last Unicorn. They also did, they were supposed to make a film for each of the books of the Lord of the Rings, but they only ever made the Fellowship of the Ring. And I also really love the art. They did a lot of rotoscoping in that one in particular, the one for the Fellowship of the Ring, I think. And there's like one GIF in particular that cracks me up. Let me see if I can find it. It's like so fucked up. I'll look for it later, but I'll put it in the Discord. How about that? Oh, okay. So your three questions were, why were they scared of the Balrogs? Why did Durin's Bane wipe out the dwarves, and why didn't Sauron weaponize it? Okay. So I know you guys don't want this, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Before I can fully answer those questions, we have to go back. We have to go back to the very beginning, to the to the creation of Middle Earth itself, right? So in the beginning, in the before times, there was nothing, right? There was nothing but the void. And the creation god, I say everything that I say has asterisks on it. So there was a creation god who is known as Eru or Iluvatar, and I think he was also known as the One in some recounts of early events of, like, even before Middle Earth, right? So Iluvatar was like, alright, fuck nuts. Actually, no, not fuck nuts, plural. Like, okay, fuck nut to himself. Like, we're gonna make some stuff. We're gonna, like, this is too empty. Let's fill it up with some dope ass shit, right? So the first thing that Eru or Iluvatar, I'll just call him Iluvatar from this point forward. The first thing that Iluvatar created were the Ainur, which were more or less angelic beings, and also just like another asterisk. Tolkien was a devout Christian, so a lot of there are a lot of parallels between the creation and some of the backstory of the Lord of the Rings and the Bible, which is great. It's fine, right? Like, we can all reference that. We all understand it. So Iluvatar created the Ainu, which were more or less angels, right? And within this, within the Ainur, they were split into, yeah, Angel Lucy. Yeah, that's right. So they were split kind of similarly to how, like, biblical angels are kind of split. They were split into two main choirs. Here, I'm gonna spell some words for you just in case, in case you want to do some independent research. So we have Eru or Iluvatar, right? And then we have the Ainur, right? And so the Ainur were split into two choirs, right? We had the upper choir, which were the Valar, the high choir, and then we had the lower choir, which was the Maiar. So while they were both angelic, for lack of better terminology, beings, the Maiar kind of acted in servitude to the Valar, but regardless of their quote rank unquote, like they're still the first things that Iluvatar created, so they're going to be imbued with great power, right? Like think God made the God made the angels, so you can imagine just the sheer power and energy in that force alone, right? So the Valar, there were quite a few of them. And in Iluvatar's eyes, or mind, I guess, rather, he almost categorized them all as like, okay, like these ones are brothers and these ones are sisters and these ones are spouses to each other, which I guess isn't terribly important, but I always thought that was kind of interesting. And among the Valar who were created, some notable ones that I will try to mention were Melkor, obviously, which we kind of touched upon yesterday, and Aule, or Aule, A-U-L-E. I guess Yavanna is kind of important, but like the two big ones that I'm probably going to try to talk about if I remember, because I'm trying really hard to do this without my fucking notes, because I don't know where they are. Aule and Melkor were particularly notable for the things that we're going to talk about today. Do I need this clam? No. Okay, so among the Valar, the High Choir, we're gonna really focus on Melkor and Aule. Melkor was regarded to be the wisest Valar, and unfortunately, he was also probably the most ambitious Valar, and that kind of became a problem because he kind of sets forth into motion the things that cause a lot of discord and strife in the realm of Middle-earth. So after Iluvatar created the Valar and the Maiar, the Ainur rather, he ends up, I'm talking with my hands, sorry. He ends up bringing them all together for, oh, look at all the lights turn on. He brought them all together and he was like, okay, I'm going to teach you guys the the power of song. I'm going to teach you music. And he was going to do that because through their song, he was going to create what was basically the universe and the earth, right? So after teaching the Ainur the ways of music, basically, a thing occurs that was called, I'm pretty sure it was literally just the music of the Ainur or something like that. And through doing this is what created the universe, right? And then the physical world that everything kind of takes place on, okay? So all of the Ainur were harmonious with each other, and as the song grew and the power grew through this, divine power of creation, two things were granted. I think there was something called literally the vision, the vision of, I think it was literally just the vision of Iluvatar, which basically put into the heads of all of the Valar what Iluvatar's grand vision for the world was going to be. So they knew that there were going to be elves and men and I think some of them also saw like the fall of man. It basically kind of gave them like future sight for what was going to occur, and also kind of gave them Iluvatar's blueprint for what the world was going to be like. The issue with that is that not all of the Ainur were good, right? Not all of the Varda were good. We still had Melkor, right? So Melkor saw this, and in addition to seeing like the blueprint that Iluvatar had for everything, he came to understand that his actions, while negative to him, was still like beneficial, which I guess if we really get into it, like sure, like good things came out of it, but it's still like he's still like a force of darkness and a force of evil. Does Iluvatar kind of fuck off after he made the Ainur? Fuck off in the same way that God kind of fucked off after he created like the earth in 7 days, where it's like he's still there, he's like kind of behind the scenes or like overlooking everything, and he reaches his influence in only at certain points, right? Like he was kind of like, okay, my children, do this for me. The vision was granted to his Valar, and then the Valar ended up becoming forces of nature in the land of Arda. So Arda was the physical world that was created during the music of the Ainur. Does that make sense so far? Like as much sense as I can get to with what what little I was like thinking about today. So in the beginning, Iluvatar created the Valar and the Maiar. Melkor was part of that. And the thing was, during the music of the Ainur, Melkor's joined in, and instead of harmonizing, he was discordant. I need to stop talking with my hands because then I can't play the game. So through his discordance, that's kind of where, you know, not too great things were happening in there, right? I mean, you've heard like a choir, right? And then someone who's like really shitty at singing comes in and it's very icky. I think it's kind of what happened, but in a huge divine sense. During the vision, or somewhere in there, I'm not really sure if it was during the vision of Iluvatar, or I'm not quite certain on this. I will take a drink. In that somewhere, Melkor decides or attempts or something like that, like makes the choice to try to like he wants to enslave like the elves and the, which are not created yet. He just knows that the elves will be created. Like he wants to enslave the peoples that would inhabit Arda and Middle Earth, etc. Okay. Where the fuck was I? So we got done with the music of the Ainur. I need to go to the cart lady today. So after Arda, the physical world is created, oh shit, I forgot my bean. There we go. After Arda is created, the Valar decide to go to Arda to continue with, alright, what are we doing? Continue with Iluvatar's plan that they received through the vision during their song. And the Valar take the Maiar with them. So both the high choir and the low choir. Whoa. Frick, marry, kill, Caroline, Penny, Leah. Kill Penny, marry Leah, frick Caroline. Easy. Okay, the Valar take the Maiar to the, to Arda. And, I'm getting maybe a bit ahead of myself with this, but it's worth mentioning that, Balrogs are corrupted Maiar. So keep that in mind. Okay? They go to Arda. They're starting to do their thing. Owly, or Owle. I call him Owly because it sounds like an owl, but it's Owle. He, for his wife, creates 2 lamps that illuminate, Arda. Okay? If you want to take a small discussion break to farm, do you want me to wait? Because, I mean, I can. Or I can keep going. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna keep going, because I'm gonna forget what I'm talking about. I'm already doing it already, and I'm, like, deep in the shit. Owle. Owle, worth mentioning, I suppose, is, he's kind of representative of, shit. He's representative of creation and craftsmanship. So he makes things, right? He's like the maker. He's our boy, the maker. He creates for his wife the 2 lamps that illuminate Arda, and Melkor doesn't like this, and he destroys the 2 lamps. And that's... Yeah, like, Owle is... He's also associated with the dwarves, too, so if you're, like, a dwarf enjoyer, you should also be an Owle enjoyer, right? Ooh. I guess, also, like, quick side note, while I'm thinking about Owle and the dwarves, he was the guy who made the dwarves, so, like, when they were in the process of creating, you know, elves and men and shit, elves and men and shit, Owle kind of got impatient, and he was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm sick of waiting. I'm gonna make my own dudes. And so, he made the dwarves, and, like, this is widely regarded to be kind of a, like, not okay move by Owle's part, because, like, when you do things against Iluvatar, like, you're actively going against God, right? Or, like, you're effectively going against God, but, Owle loved and cherished the dwarves so dearly. Iluvatar was like, yeah, we'll let it slide, like, it's cool. don't worry about it. Elves and men were considered to be the true children of Iluvatar, right? So Owle was antsy. He was like, I don't want to wait for the true children of Iluvatar. I'll make my own, and he did, and they were the dwarves. So there's that for you, right? While I'm also thinking about it, it's also believed, I think, that the corrupted Maiar that ended up... I haven't caught a fucking sardine. The corrupted Maiar that ended up becoming Balrogs, I believe, were... oh, here we go. I still need a carp. Were the... pretty sure they were the ones that joined in with Melkor's Discord during the music of the Ainur. Okay, so they were like, oh shit, Melkor, like, he's our man. I'm gonna sing his shitty song with him So he kind of has his like fuckhead posse. You know what I mean? Like since before the creation of Arda, like he already had people who were kind of not susceptible, like that's not the right word, but you know, like he had followers more or less, like just even at the very beginning of things. I also think, I know that we talked about Ungoliant a little bit yesterday. Um, when Melkor destroyed the twin or the two towers that were, or not the two towers, the twin lamps that illuminated Arda, they were replaced by the trees of Valinor that Ungoliant ended up like trying to, or not trying to, but ended up sucking the sap out of, right? So it's like someone made some cool shit, he broke it, and then they replaced it, and he was still like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm also pretty sure that so Aule and Yavanna were spouses. They were married to each other. And after Aule created the dwarves, Yavanna was kind of like a force of nature. Like she was kind of Mother Nature in a sense. She was apprehensive about the dwarves cutting down her trees. That's when she made the Ents, so they could be shepherds for the trees. So we're coming back full circle to our Ent discussion from yesterday. Like that's how Ents came to be. It was Yavanna made them because she was scared that her husband's little pets were going to destroy her garden. So she made the Ents. So okay, dwarves are made. After the arrival of the elves, Melkor stole some, I think, and then these are the ones that became the first orcs. So like even at the very beginning of time, like at the inception of the purest beings, the children of God, Melkor already had his little fingers and stuff, and what for every piece of light he was creating darkness, right? So, the fucking Valar are like, alright, Buster, like you're fucking done, you're out of here. Like we're not doing this anymore. You can't be trusted to not be a fucking shitbird. So, they end up imprisoning him in Valinor, and there's like a portion in the Silmarillion that's called like the captivity of Melkor or something like that, and I think that's like it describes this occurrence when they were like, okay, ding-a-ling, like we're not dealing with you being naughty anymore. You get to go in timeout, and he goes into timeout for hundreds and thousands of years. Valinor is also the land across the sea, so remember when everyone, like all of the elves and stuff, like sailed across the sea, they were going to Valinor? Yes, the naughty gods get put in timeout for a long, long time. And it was during this time that the Valar were like, okay, elves, we're gonna go to Valinor, and if you want to come, you can come. It's cool. So, there are, I think there were three, because there are three tribes of elves that, like, come to be during this time period, right? So I think there were three elves that end up being, like, the heads of these tribes, and it was Elwë, Finwë, and Ingwe. Let's go the other way. Let's go from top to bottom. I guess it's not top to bottom, but it makes more sense to me. They were Ingwe, Finwë, Elwë. So these 3 elves become the heads of like the 3 tribes of elves. And Inwë, okay, let's back up. These 3 tribes that came to be were known as the Vanyar, the Noldor, and the Teleri. Okay? So Ingwe was like the head of the Valar, nice. Ingwe was the head of the Vanyar. The Vanyar are they are literally the fairest elves of them all. Like when you think of an elf, you're thinking of a Vanyar. They're the fairest. I almost want to say that their name Vanyar means like fair elves or fairest or something like that. Not very many of them have been seen by the residents of Middle Earth. We see some descendants of the Vanyar, most notably Galadriel, and they're pretty unmistakable because they're super fair features, and their golden hair are kind of like marks of the Vanyar. They were extremely beautiful. Like I said, like they're typical elves. When you think of an elf, it's a Vanyar, and I'm fairly certain that the Vanyar, I already went down here. The Vanyar were the elves that one of the Valar named Manwë and his wife Varda, I believe. So Manwë and Varda loved these elves. They were the Vanya were their favorites. Okay. So that was like one tribe of elf. The other group was the Noldor. So they're I think they're deep elves, if I remember properly, and like these ones, in the same way that the Vanya were associated with like Manwë and Varda, the Noldor were associated with Aule. Kind of like as a contrast to the Vanyar, the Noldor had dark hair, and they were very, very skilled craftsmen, which would make sense, right? Because Aule loved these bastards. He loved the Noldor, so he taught them his ways and taught them to be skilled in crafting. And when the 3 like top elves that I mentioned earlier, Ingwe, Finwë, and Elwë, were going back to Valinor, I am pretty sure that some of the Noldor kind of get like sidetracked on the way back and end up settling in the Misty Mountains. But it's okay. Like they were just like really into the Misty Mountains, obviously, for metals, materials, stone, whatever. Also, in contrast to the Vanyar, who were very like beautiful and pretty and like calm and wise and you know, beautiful, which isn't to say that the Noldor weren't beautiful. They were very hot-tempered and they were very proud. So they were like spicy elves, and I think there was actually one redheaded Noldor that was pretty noteworthy. God, what the fuck was his name? It's like Nerdanel, I think, or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but he was like a notable redheaded Noldor. And then the third group of elves that were led by Elwë were the Teleri. The The Teleri were the largest group of elves. A lot of people think that they were like the simplest and most common, which I guess technically they were if they were the largest group, but they were sea elves. They made a lot of settlements near the sea. They were really good at making boats. They had beautiful singing voices, but like what elf didn't have a beautiful singing voice? I want to say that some of the Teleri, despite them being like associated or like known as sea elves, I think wood elves were also included. Well, okay, like think of the ships that sailed to Valinor, probably made by a Teleri. Like they're beautiful. And you know what? I have high respect for boat builders as, you know, a person who came from boat builders herself. So there is a little bit of like the background. Like I'm leaving out a ton of shit, but just know that like, okay, at the beginning, this is kind of like bare bones sort of what it was like at like the inception of Arda. Okay. So we touched on elves, we touched on the Valar. Yeah, the bare minerals. We talked about Iluvatar, pollen. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, right now Melkor is locked up, but I'm not gonna go chronologically. I'm gonna kind of do some bouncing back again as I talk about Balrogs. Okay, Balrogs, right? We established that Balrogs were corrupted Maiar. So they're like essentially demons or like fallen angels. Me sell hats? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so Maiar were one of the first beings that were created by Iluvatar. Oh, I forgot to mention, so like there was this force that Iluvatar had that kind of gave him the power of creation, or was maybe like a description of what he imbued onto his creations that made them things. And it was something that was called the imperishable flame. So like fire and light is a very common theme during all of this. I wish I had mentioned that earlier, but I forgot. So the Valar, the Maiar, everything that he made were imbued with, or kindled by, I guess, if we want to stick with the fire theme, the power of this imperishable flame. Hey, Caffeinator. I'm talking about the Lord of the Rings. Okay. What the fuck was I talking about? Imperishable flame. Okay. We talked about how, when Iluvatar brought all of the Ainur together for the Song of the Ainur, Melkor was discordant, and some of the Maiar were drawn towards Melkor's discordance, and they kind of like, I don't like to use the term sided with, but I think you know what I mean. Like they kind of joined forces with him in a sense, and that discordance was like what. It was the darkness. It was the dark part of the light, right? So as things are being created on Arda, I think it was towards the north. Yeah, they're the goth kids in the choir. He corrupted these Maiar and ended up taking them to a northern part of Arda, and What the fuck was this place? He had like two places. He had Angbar, or no, Angband, and fucking Utumno, I think is how it's, that's probably the wrong pronunciation. But he took his dudes, his corrupted buddies to Utumno, which I'm pretty sure was in the northern, cause he like did a bunch of shit in the north. Why he would do that is beyond me, cause it's too cold up there. But more power to you, I guess. It was a fortress. Utumno was a fortress. I guess Angband was also a fortress. Whatever. Utumno was the first one. Whatever. At some point, this is where I really get shaky. I really wish I had more time to actually flip through the Silmarillion today. I think he may have taken... Oh, I can just talk because time doesn't pass here. Okay. I'm gonna sit in the rabbit while I talk about the Lord of the Rings. This is great. Because time isn't passing, so I can actually talk about it without having to worry about not. And then our reward will be an egg hunt. Okay, what was the last thing that I said? Utumno, right? He didn't take his buddies to Utumno until after he destroyed the 2 lamps. I think he was like, okay, I'm gonna bust this shit up, and then I'm gonna hide to maybe, like, not deal with the consequences of my actions. Shortly after that, though, I think the Valar were so fucking pissed that they ended up destroying Utumno, and then that's what led Melkor and company to flee to Angband, which was another fortress of his. What was the name of that war? I think it was the Battle of Power, or the Battle of the Powers, or something like that. That was when there really began to be conflict between Melkor and the Valar. So were these gods physical beings? When they were on Arda, yes. There's actually a word for it, which I think is Horror, or something like that, which describes them going from like like an ethereal form to a more corporeal one. Yes, they were physical things, and they were killable. And like, I'm using the term god very loosely. Like, to us they would be gods, right? But they were still able to be kind of like, I guess Greek gods were able to be killed, right? So like, in the same sense, they were also killable, or they were able to be injured. They were able to be wounded. So they had physical. They were physical, especially when they were on Arda. Yes, fortress. I lost my train of thought again, oh my god. The Battle of the Powers might have also kind of come to be because Melkor wanted to enslave the elves, and they were like, bitch, you are not fucking doing that. We are not doing that. And so like, there was additional conflict there. Angbar, or Angband, not Angbar. Angband was in the west. Oh, it is also worth mentioning, because I remember being really confused by this when I initially read through the Silmarillion when I was a kid, was sometime after, like, okay, Melkor did a bunch of fucked up shit, right? He was not okay. He destroyed the two lamps. He ended up killing Finwë, and he also infamously stole the Silmarils, right? Which I know I haven't touched on, but we know that, like, okay, the Silmarils, there's something in there. They were very, like, beautiful jewels, but that's not all there is to it. There was more power in there. After he did all of this, like, fucked up shit, he ended up, his name changed. So instead of being called Melkor, it was at that point that he began to be referred to as Morgoth. Okay? So don't get confused by that. Melkor is Morgoth. Okay? So Morgoth did all this fucked up shit. He ends up getting taken away to Valinor. Yes. And, is imprisoned there. And I think it was there that, he ended up meeting Ungoliant, which was basically, like, the mother spider before Shelob, was, like, an incredibly dark and dangerous force that existed. And he promised her, okay, Home Slice, if you can help me get the fuck out of here, we'll steal these things called the Silmarils, and once we leave and you can help me get out of here, I promise I will give you either a Silmaril or the Silmarils or the power of the Silmarils or something like that. He was like, please, like, let's do this. And she was like, okie doke, like, that sounds great. Because the thing about Ungoliant was that she desired light more than anything, right? In the same way that, you know, shadow swallows up darkness, or shadow swallows up light, she was kind of that same phenomenon, right? She hungered for light. So, they team up, and when Morgoth got imprisoned in Valinor, his Balrogs and his dudes hung out in Angband for him. They waited for him. They didn't go with him, but they hid away in Angband and kind of awaited his return and, like, awaited his orders for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, right? So, we all know that Morgoth gets out and takes the Silmarils. Holy shit. I forgot that... I'm pretty sure that Ungoliant came about... I think it's, like, rumored that through Melkor's Discord during the song, like, when Darkness and he started making, like, dark shit and, like, not pretty stuff and ugly, terrible things. Ungoliant was, like, part of that. Don't quote me on that. I'm going back and forth between it either happened then or she was just kind of like one of those inherent dark forces that sprang up as like the opposite of all of the light that was occurring, you know what I mean? Like, in the same way that, you know, when you shine a light on something, a shadow is created. She might have been that same sort of deal. I was gonna mention, and I forgot, Sauron, he was a Maiar. He was actually one of Aule's apprentices, which kind of explains, like, you know, like the forming of the ring thing. But he wasn't called Sauron until way later. He had a different name. Started with a G. It was like Gorthar? Gorthauer? It might have been Gorthauer or something like that when he was a Maiar. Okay? So that's big news. Big news. Okay? He was also in this angelic force that was created literally by Iluvatar. So going back to Morgoth and Ungoliant escaped, stole the Silmarils. After they got out and everything, Ungoliant was like, okay, Morgoth, I'm ready for my reward now, and Morgoth lied to her. He refused to uphold his end of the bargain, and she went fucking ballistic. And she ends up sucking the sap out of, we talked about this yesterday too, she sucked the sap out of the 2 trees that replaced the 2 lamps that Owlie had made for his wife, and then she attacked Morgoth and was wrapping him up in her web, and she was ready to kill him. Like, she was cranked up, ready to go. She's this big, nasty, darkness, horror, terror spider, and she was ready to kill Morgoth, and Morgoth screamed, and his cry rang out, and his armies, his forces, his Balrogs in Angband heard him, and they came to his aid and chased Ungoliant away. And so she flees, and I think she ends up taking refuge in like a darker part of the world and ends up breeding with the spiders there, and that's when Shelob was born, right? I'm pretty sure Shelob was her last offspring. And then she, I don't quite I think she consumes herself, actually, at some point, but Ungoliant dies, but it may have been by her own hand. Kind of like an Ouroboros, you know how it consumes itself? I think she kind of did the same thing. Yeah, she eats herself. Okay, so I remembered that properly. So in Morgoth's armies, the number of Balrogs that were present isn't quite known. It's not quite clear. But, like, some of Tolkien's work said that there were, like, hundreds. Some said that there were thousands. But I think in, like, one of the letters that he wrote at some point said that, like, there were very few. You know, but I think they dwindled over time. They were under Morgoth's command, and even before that, there were a couple of like couple of like upper Balrogs, and also Sauron, who was one of the Maiar that joined up with Melkor when he was being naughty at the dawn of time. And so like Sauron was one of Morgoth's like top lieutenants, and there was also another like very noteworthy Balrog named Morgoth. Wait, no, not Morgoth. Gothmog. Morgoth is Melkor. Named Gothmog. And Sauron was like, I don't think I won this. Sauron was like more of the errand boy for Morgoth, whereas like Gothmog was actually out there on the front lines, right? Like he was actually doing battles with people and was commanding people, and Sauron just kind of like stayed at home and did stuff there. At the beginning of the first, or not at the beginning of the First Age, but through the duration of the First Age, there were Balrogs were present in a number of battles, and I think there were 3 instances in particular. This is like the one sticky note that I managed to find in my purse like 2 seconds ago. So all it says is battle under the stars. So this was a battle that occurred in the First Age, and I'm pretty sure that this was actually... Oh shit, I forgot to get parsnips. Oh wait, no, I have some. This was like the battle under the stars was actually the second battle during the Wars of Beleriand, and the Wars of Beleriand were like it was the conflict that arose when the Noldor were trying to regain the stolen Silmarils. Elves existed at this time, and I'm pretty sure the battle under the stars was like the first time that elves had ever seen Balrogs, and they were just like, what what the fuck? What is going on? Yeah, so I know that Balrogs were present during that particular conflict. I think I tried to write Fingolfin, but I just wrote Fall of Fing. I'm pretty sure it's the Fall of Fingolfin. This was the second conflict that Balrogs were present at. Okay. No, that's not right. The Fall of Fingolfin was the one time that Morgoth ever left Angband. Maybe it was the fall... No. I don't think this is right. I think I maybe misremembered this, because I want to say that Balrogs were more... It was during the fall of Gondolin that Balrogs were present. I think it all happened around this, like, during the fall of Gondolin. I think Fingolfin also fell, because Morgoth... It was at that point Morgoth instructed the Balrogs to fight, and I think it was during this that Gothmog, that, you know, one of his two, like, one of Morgoth's two big kahuna lieutenants was actually killed during this conflict. What the fuck? Is this not a bullhead? Did I have two? Word up. I know that Gothmog for sure died during this period, and I think another one also got killed. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. I might correct that later if I have the opportunity to do some research this weekend. Anyway, the third conflict that Balrogs were present in was something called the War of Wrath, and this was the very last conflict between the powers of the West and Morgoth, and many Balrogs were killed, and those that remained fled and like hid underground, and Durin's Bane, which is the Balrog that you see in the Fellowship of the Ring, that is Durin's Bane. So he buried himself deep under Khazad-dûm and like hid out there. So it, like, after this occurred, people knew, like, okay, the Balrogs have buried themselves, they're hidden away, whatever that may mean. And they were kind of like lost and forgotten to time, except for, oh shit, we're lost and forgotten except for other Maiar, like Gandalf, for instance. So that's a little background about kind of the creation of the Balrogs, because I think that's kind of important to understand why Gandalf and company mostly Gandalf behaves the way that he does when they see it on the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Also, a fun tidbit that I remembered, it's called Durin's Bane because Durin was the guy that founded Moria, and when the dwarves in Khazad-dûm, they were mining for mithril, which I think we all know. When they dug too deeply and they uncovered the Balrog that was buried under there, it killed one of Durin's, it might have been Durin the 4th, maybe? 3rd or 4th. Killed him and one other relative. And then because it effectively like emptied out this home that Durin had founded for his people, that's why it was called Durin's Bane. Does that make sense? So, I have to look back up again to see your questions. Why was everyone scared of the Balrogs? Because they were big, scary demons that were literally fallen angels, and they were, he killed a lot of the dwarves, but he did not kill all of the dwarves in Khazad-dûm. A lot of them left. They were driven out of their home. So he didn't, like, completely wipe them out, but he took out a significant chunk, and he killed 2 very prominent dwarves. I have to confess, I don't know as much about the dwarves as I do, like, the creation myth. I know that Gimli was son of Gloin, who is the son of Groin, and that's, like, about the extent of my knowledge, aside from Durin and Durin the 4th, and, I wish I could remember the other guy's name that was killed. I would have to look that one up. I respect the dwarves, I just don't know much about them. So people were scared by it because, I mean, they're big, scary fallen angel demons, right? Like, how would you feel if you were like, oh man, I'm gonna dig for gold, and oh shit, like a demon's popping out at me. Gandalf was particularly scared of it because it was kind of like the opposite of him, right? So he was a Maiar, or is a Maiar, or was a Maiar, I guess, and so too was Durin's Bane. Durin's Bane was a corrupted Maiar, so it was kind of like light against shadow, right? And I'm pretty sure somewhere in Tolkien's texts, maybe this was also in a letter, the power of a Balrog was equivalent to a dragon, which also kind of explains why in The Hobbit, Gandalf was so nervous about Smaug, because it's like you have something that is hugely powerful, hugely destructive, is, you know, the other side of your coin, right? Okay. What was your other question? So does that make sense? Like, yeah, I guess we can sum it up with why was he scared? Because more or less equal power levels, and he was really scared for Frodo and company. That's a big thing to deal with when you're trying to keep, you know, a little hobbit safe, when this poor creature has the fate of the entire world in his hands, and you know you have to protect him, and then something this big and this intense comes out at you. It's, you know, it's intimidating, it's scary. He was really scared for them. I think I answered your Durin's Bane part, like how did it wipe out the dwarves? Well, we established that didn't wipe out all of them, but he was uncovered. Durin's Bane was uncovered by the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, killed their king and another guy, another significant dwarf, and drove them out because he's a big, nasty, destructive force. Why did not Sauron weaponize it? This is my opinion. This is my thought as I pondered this today, both on my drive to and from work today. I don't think Sauron thought it was worth it. Balrogs were mostly loyal to Morgoth, and Sauron was second in command to Morgoth. So it's like, you know, when like you have your manager that you answer to, like, tells you to do something and you're like, okay, boss, I got you. But then the assistant manager tells you to do something, you're like, fuck you, man, you're not my goddamn boss. I feel like it would kind of be the same way if Sauron instructed the Balrogs that had fled and hidden away to run his errands for him. I don't think he was a powerful guy, but I don't think that the struggle of finding them and unearthing them and convincing them to do his bidding was worth it, especially when he already had, I think it was during the Second Age, he created the, oh, I forgot to go to the lady. Fuck. It was during the Second Age that he created the ring wraiths. So it's like he already has ring wraiths and all of this other crazy shit at his disposal. I don't think that wasting the time and the energy to try to convince these creatures that probably wouldn't even listen to him to wake up from their thousand year slumber to go find a little trinket for him, I don't think it would have gone that well. You know what I mean? And a lot of them were so, he didn't necessarily know where they all were. When they fled, it was all kind of up in the air, I think. Sauron had enough. he had enough. I mean, he had Saruman, which was, you know, he was also an easily accessible Maiar that was easily corrupted. I don't think it was, like, within his scope. Yeah, but it was just, like, is one Balrog worth it? I just think I think he had bigger fish to fry, and he already had all of the resource that he thought he needed. And with the possibility that they would not obey him in the same way that they obeyed Morgoth, I think he dedicated his time and resources to more things that were already in the bag for him. You know what I mean? And I don't think he foresaw them going, I don't think he foresaw the Fellowship going through Moria. So it's like, he would have been like, yeah, I know that they're gonna go through Moria, so I should totally get Durin's Bane out there. I don't think that was a thought that he had. But that's just, like, my opinion. That's what it looks like to me. That is the answer that has come to me during my meditations. Gandalf was killed also by Durin's Bane. They killed each other. Frick, marry, kill, Gimli, Saruman, Shelob. Killing Shelob because I'm super arachnophobic. I'll marry Gimli. I really like Gimli as a character in the books. I think, like, he gets really, really shy. Or not shy, but, like, humble around Galadriel. And I think I really respect that. Where it's like, you know, I feel like in the films they really play up this rivalry between the elves and the dwarves, but I think they had mutual respect for each other, and Gimli is so humble when he, like, sheepishly asks Galadriel for locks of her hair, and it's just like, it was like really at that moment that he won me over in the books when I was young. So this has been my 2-hour discussion about Balrogs in a really, like, needlessly long and roundabout way. And I'm sorry if you don't like The Lord of the Rings, but I really, really like The Lord of the Rings. So that's what I got. I don't regard myself to be an expert in any kind of way, so like, you know, Tolkien scholars out there, I'm sorry for like really gutting it. But if I had time to like sit down and study my texts, I would go for it. But what I managed to have time to research today was basically like, okay, like what was the, because like there were things that I could remember, but I couldn't quite remember where exactly events like fell on the timeline. But I only had my 3 fucking notes about my sticky note that said fucking the battle under the stars, fall of Fingal, and the fucking War of Wrath. That's all that I got. So my memory isn't the greatest, but I hope what I did manage to remember and talk about for 2 hours was sufficient enough for you. It was one sticky note. It was one sticky note with those 3 battles written on it. Oh shit, I need to go get some parsnips before. Oh my god, I'm like fucking it up out here, dude, and like not in a sexy way. This is really bad. Dandelion. I can't wait for someone who's like more knowledgeable and is a more active Tolkien reader than I am to like swoop in and tell me how much of a damn fool I am. What's the date? The 14th? I'm gonna pick up... Wait, how much does this cost? Oh my god. Yeah. Who is the purple-haired girl with the bow in her hair? Her name is Abigail, and she is one of the bachelorettes that you can marry in this game. A lot of people really like her, but as I've gotten older, she's like kind of cringe to me. The only cool thing about her is like she might be the offspring of a wizard, and that's fucking radical. Yeah, how the fuck, Striggy, why don't you know everything about made-up creation myths, you fucking imbecile? What is your problem?
Mr_Voorhees just followed.
Thank you, Mr. Voorhees. Please don't kill me. But thank you for the follow. I like how it read the underscores in there. That was pretty good. Abigail's hot. She's too young for me. Oh, what time does Piers close? Your knowledge is limited to the movies? That's okay. That's why I'm here, to tell you about... You might not. And you know what? That's a gamble I'm willing to take. I lived a good life. So if I get killed, like, I can rest easy. Oh, okay. Oh shit, I'm overdue for my break because I was talking about Balrogs. I wanted to sell this stuff. The extended editions? Oh, so you got to see Merry and Pippin drink Ent Draft, which is very silly to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go plant this parsnip before I forget about it, and then I'm gonna take a quick, like, 1 to 2 minute break. I like it when it goes, oh my god, Mr. Voorhees. Him a 980th follower. It's giving me a case of the vapors. Yes, Pippin did grow because of the Ent Draft. That is correct. Wait, did I already plant this? I did, because I have 29, not 30. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Dingus. Holy shit. No context. I'm saying words that aren't real. Yeah, he became like the tallest hobbit in the Shire after that. Okay, friends, I'm gonna take a really quick break. I'm gonna grab something to drink because I talked a lot. And I'm gonna see what my cat's doing, and then I'll return and we can continue to talk about which bachelors and bachelorettes and balrogs are the most submissive and breedable. It'll be great. What do we want, boys? Do we want Grunty? Do we want She-Wolf? Or do we want Lapras? What do we think? Lapras? Okay. I'll be right back. What are you guys doing in here? What are you doing? What did I tell you about hookers and cocaine? You don't have to wait until I leave to bring them out. They're welcome here. I did draw that BRB screen all by myself. I also drew my model all by myself. And I drew all of my stream alerts by myself. I got a clown girl this time. I get to indulge in the clussy. Bro, I'm truly blessed on this day. And on the second day, Eru Iluvatar created the clussy. Wait a minute. I need to go to the woman. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I have access to the bulletin board. Oh shit, dude. Okay. I want this and this and this. Why is this leak in here? Parsnip. Parsnip. Strix talking about Lord of the Rings for 2 hours is sexy. Bro? There's a leak in my boat. Man, I wish people in high school thought that. Not really. Fuck 'em. Okay, what's this foxy mama got for me? I hope I don't run out of time. Huh? Okay. Ooh, I need one of those. What else you got, mama? I need one of those. I think I can purchase both of these. Lobster. 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 Oyster. Oyster. Oh, I can go get an oil. Who in town would I fuck and who would I pass on? Like, all town residents or only the bachelors, bachelorlettes, bachelors and bachelorettes? All people? And only in town? Or does that also include like the cart lady and Sandy and wizard? Let's here. All Stardew Valley characters. Images. What the fuck? I need a big one. Okay, I'll find an image. And we'll point at them together. And we'll talk about it. Okay. What's this? Hey kids, stop all the downloading. Where? Okay, here it is. Whoa, that's a big image. A bimage, if you will. No. No. Stop. No, it's all wrong. Oh. Oh. Image. Sure. No. Sorry, I'm really sluggish because I'm stupid. Okay. Okay. Here's an image with girly goth gaming, I guess. Girly, more goth gaming. Okay, so I'm just gonna start at the top with Abigail. I'm gonna pass on Abigail because she seems too young for me. And also, she kind of has that, like, I'm not like other girls vibe that kind of pisses me off, but, like, I also once had purple hair, so maybe I see a little bit of myself in her and that makes me cringe. These are the actual sprites, or like the actual like portraits in game. So, but I like her complexion, so I'm gonna pass on Abigail. I did when I was in college. I had purple hair. Okay, to the right of Abigail is Harvey. I would maybe smash. Sometimes I feel like he's too goody two shoes for me, and like that's kind of the only thing that is weighing me down regarding him. So like a tentative smash, but like a half-hearted smash maybe. like a pity smash. I'm just gonna like do one of these here because no, I was good the first time. There was like some spacing issues at the top that was making me upset. Okay, right of Harvey is Elliot. I'm gonna pass because he reminds me of a peacock, and love between an owl and a peacock just like it just can't happen. But like I respect him being an author. Like I obviously have very high respect for authors, and I think that's cool. Like if you can see beauty in every day, good for you, man, because I see shit and I'm like, wow, that's garbage. Like I just he sees beauty where sometimes I cannot, and that's admirable, but not admirable enough for him to like I would not permit him to be inside of me over it. So I'm going to pass. To the right of Elliot is Sam. I'm going to give a huge pass on this because he looks like tryhard Goku, and I think he's extremely forgettable, and I wish he would stop doing ollies right in the middle of my pathway. So like big pass for me. I'm not huge on blondes. So sorry, Sam. No thanks. To the right of Sam is Sebastian. I think maybe when I was in middle school, I would have said smash with panache, but in my old age, I'm gonna have to give it a hard pass. While I admire him being, you know, a bit of a sad boy and being a hot topic emo kid, I feel like he is maybe kind of one of those guys that sees you like if you wear anything that isn't from Spencer's and or Hot Topic, he's instantly going to label you as a prep, and I once again cannot let something like that be inside of me, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Also, he's a smoker and I've got asthma, so that's not gonna happen. To the right of Sebastian is Shane, and a lot of people opt to marry and or bang Shane, but I won't do it. That's also gonna be a pass for me. I don't like his defeatist attitude. I don't like his alcoholism. I feel like he's really stinky. While I appreciate that he's good to Jas, I just like I can't get past the glaring addiction issues. No amount of chicken hugging is gonna fix that. So I'm gonna give it a pass. Sorry, home slice. Okay, so first one on the second row on the left-hand side, this dark-haired dude, this is Alex. I couldn't tell you a single thing about Alex. I think he's a jock. So pass. I got nothing. So to the right of Alex is Emily. She's cute. I like crystals ironically. Like, I just think they're pretty to look at. I don't think they have actual, like, emotional qualities or, metaphysical properties. I think she's cute, but I think if I were to actually spend time with her, I think I would end up getting really annoyed by her, so I'm gonna have to pass. I just she might be fun to hang out with sometimes, like maybe go enjoy a couple of drinks with like every other weekend or something, but I couldn't be able to like munch carpet with her. Like I wouldn't be able to do that. So like I would look up and I would just see all of she would be like holding crystal. I would find crystals in her cooch and I can't deal with that. So I'm going to pass. But she's nice. All right. To the right of Emily, do the carpets match the drapes? There's only way to find out. Her eyebrows are blue, so I'm gonna say yes. But the thought of like blue ass hair is very strange to me. Anyway, to the right of Emily is her sister Haley, and I'm gonna give her a hard pass because once again I'm not into blondes, and she's also I know that she starts off as a bitch, but then if you like develop a relationship with her, she kind of warms up to you. But like if you're gonna act like a cunt to me right off the bat, like then you don't have access to mine. You know what I mean? So pass. To the right of Haley is Leah. I think if I was in the right mood, I would say smash. How to add quote? You do exclamation point, add quote in one word, and then space, and then you type the quote. And then you press enter. Don't worry about spelling or mechanics. I go through them every month and fix them, so you're good. Don't worry about anything like that. Who am I on? Leah? Maybe on a good day. I would do Leah. She's artsy, and I think that's cool. But on the other hand, as a semi-creative individual myself, I think I would maybe get jealous of her sometimes, and then I don't have the strength in me to like hate fuck people. So I'm gonna give it kind of like I did with Harvey. I'm gonna give it a half-hearted tentative smash. I also don't like the fact that like her ex is still like a huge part of her life. Like her ex takes up a lot of her mental space, and I don't think I could be down with that. So I'm gonna say pass. Yeah. So to the right of Leah, who's the redhead with the blonde, nice. The redhead with the braid. We have Maru, who's the chick with the glasses. I'm gonna give her a hard pass. I don't like her know-it-all attitude. I don't like her dad. She just like is really bland as a character to me, and I don't even think I could bear to hang out with her because I feel like I would be like sitting there trying to talk to her about Lord of the Rings, and she'd be like, well, AC, DC current, blah, blah, blah. And while I respect it and science is cool, like I'm talking about Lord of the Rings, you dumb bitch. So hard pass on Maru. And I also hate Demetrius, so I couldn't be arsed to spend time with her. Definitely not enough time to like, to completion. To the right of Maru is Penny. Once upon a time, I thought she was really cute, and I thought the idea of her was really romantic because she's like an introverted bookworm. She's just like me for real, for real. But after I saw her... after I saw her behavior with George, where she was basically like, well, he's in a wheelchair, so he can't do it. I lost 100% of my respect for her. And I know that's like my own personal bias, but I can't do that. Like, it's against who I am and what I do. So Yeah, she's racist against wheelchairs, and I just can't do that. I'm sorry. Pass. All right, last lady on the second row on the right-hand side is Caroline, who is Abigail's mom. She's fucking stacked, so I'm gonna give it a smash. I think she's really sweet. I think that she should not be spending her time with Pierre, who, frankly, I think he neglects his family a little bit. She has good taste because I'm pretty sure she fucked a wizard, so if I fuck her, then it's like I fucked the wizard by proxy. We would be, the wizard and I would be Eskimo brothers, and that would be really cool, and maybe that would be a way for me to, like, get in with the wizard if I tell him that we're Eskimo brothers because of Caroline, so I'm gonna give it a smash, 100%. Oh, I know what I should have done for this. Ugh, I'm so silly. Here, let's do it this way. Oh, whoops, I bungled it. Duh. How could I have been so foolish? Okay. Here, we're gonna do one of these. Um, 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 Whoops. Hold, please. Okay. There we go. Duh. Fuck. Okay. So, okay, so I said no. I said maybe. Whoops. No. 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 Maybe. Whoa. No. No. And no. And then I did yes. Yes. Okay? Alright. So now we're over here to Clint. I'm gonna give it a big no because he's an incel. Next, Demetrius. I don't like the way he treats Maru. Pass. He also has the same, like, cringe know-it-all attitude that Maru has. So, no. This dude right here, he's the dwarf. I'm gonna give it a no. I feel like we have cultural differences that I don't think we could get across. So I'm gonna say no on the dwarf. I appreciate his hardworking nature, but I don't know. He's giving me a bad vibe. I bet I would. Well, I'd hang out with Gimli. I have high respect for Gimli. I think I have such high respect for Gimli that I couldn't mar it with intercourse. Alright, this lovely lady is Evelyn. She's a cutie pie and she's my grandma, so I'm gonna say pass on her, but only in a sexual way. I would not pass platonically. Like, I would bake cookies with her, straight up. Hate George, hard pass. He reminds me of an individual that I used to provide support for who, like, was extremely mean to me, and I think he's dead and I don't feel bad about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on George. Next dude is Gus. I think I'm gonna give it a smash. I think he's really good natured. He has a good heart. He knows how to cook. And he's got the ability to take someone on a mustache ride. And I think that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely gonna give Gus the smash. I feel like he would also, like, he would be so tender with you after. Like, he would do some great aftercare. And, he would make you coffee in the morning. Duck incoming? Oh, I'm smashing and passing, so I hope she enjoys. So yeah, Caroline and Gus are definite smashes, straight up. This is Jas. She's like 6, so that's gonna be a hard pass. Yeah, he feeds the homeless. He's a good boy. Yeah, yeah, Jas is a child, so no. 0. Negative 55 out of 10 would not even look at. I don't like young children anyway, so like that's gonna be a no. Okay, right here, this is Jody. I believe she is Vincent's mom. Do not install the mod. Will not do it. I'm gonna give here. I should have done this. I should have done like orange for question marks. It's really hard to see. the don't worry about it mod. I'm gonna give Jody also a question mark. I think she's really pretty, but I think her son is really obnoxious, and I don't want to deal with that. Also, when you give her something she doesn't like, she's kind of a bitch about it, and that hurts my feelings. So I'm gonna say maybe. I don't know. Maybe if the phase of the moon was right, if the stars were in alignment, maybe. I'll say maybe. Pierre is a hard no. I'm really disappointed because he looks like Milo Thatch, and he's kind of like one of my Disney movie crushes. But he's a huge twat, and he's a liar and a cheat. And even though I support him more than I do Joja Cola, I can't stand him as a person. So I'm gonna say no. Robin. I hate Demetrius so much. And while I think she would smell really nice, and like I like the thought of her hands, because even like I feel like they would be well worn but well taken care of.
Marducky VT just raided with 12 viewers.
Marducky, thank you for the raid. That's really kind of you. I spent 2 hours today talking about the Lord of the Rings, and now I'm doing a smash or pass. So we're really going for it today, boys. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Hello. Uncle Sai, that's a really good name. Very good. Thank you. Welcome. What was I talking about? Oh, knowing that Robin has engaged in coitus with Demetrius, of whom I hate vehemently, I'm going to have to give it a semi-sad, semi-solid pass. Yeah, like I want her to hold me in her strong woody arms, but I don't like Demetrius all that much, so I'm gonna say no. This gal is Sandy. I think she's super foxy, and I think she's wicked charming, and she has like her own business, so I'm gonna say like a huge smash. Like I would smash her, sand and all. 100%. Look at her. Look at that smug profile. Like she's sizing you up, and normally I would like not be down with that. I would be super self-conscious, but like, damn mama, like you're already undressing me with your eyes, so let me do it with my hands to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, like passionate smash with Sandy in the desert, under the stars. The scorpions can watch. Next one is Vincent. He's a child, so that's gonna be a big no. Sorry. Big no for the same reason that we have a big no with Jas. I don't like kids in any capacity. Moving on. This is Willie. He's a fisherman. He calls you Miss in the game, and like that was almost enough to like make my heart melt. He's very passionate about his work, even though it doesn't pay well. You know, he wants to keep the spirit of fishing alive, and I have so much respect for that, you know, despite the smell, I would probably give it a smash. And the good thing is, since he smells like fish, you're never gonna wonder if it's you. So it's a win-win. Wizard is the biggest smash of them all. Like, I have been begging to let him in for 1,000,000 years. Ever since I laid my eyes upon him, I've wanted to lay down next to him. Yes, 1,000 times yes. What I call Wizard Daddy, I don't like the word daddy, so that's gonna be a no, but I mean, if he casts a spell, like, who am I to say no? Anyway, the biggest yes of them all is going to... Where's Marlin? He's not on this list. I'm gonna write Marlin. Marlin is also a yes, a smash. Yes. It looks like Marblin. Marlin is a yes. Anyway, let's get to this dude. This is Kent. I'm gonna... Whoa, we can't do a cross out with a green. I'm gonna say no because... Would I call him Grandmaster? Yes, but I would not call him Grand Wizard because that's something that's bad. I'm gonna say no on Kent because even though I respect him serving our country, our CUNTRY, I don't want to deal with the baggage of PTSD, so I'm gonna say no. Also, every time I look at him, I see Guile from Street Fighter, and even though Guile is cool, like, I don't know, man, I can't do that. Krobus. I just want to be friends with him. How do you smash someone platonically? I would smash him with my platonic friendship, which is like no penetration required. Oh, that's called friendship? Yeah, that's what I want with Krobus. So, you know, like, I wouldn't do him, but I would take him to get ice cream. You know what I mean? And I love him. Like, he's like he's a little guy. So, the purple designates I wouldn't fuck him, but I would let him into my heart. Does that make sense? I don't know who this child is, and don't tell me because it's kind of a spoiler for me. So I'm gonna do a no on this weird child, not only because I don't know him, but because he's a child. I feel more passionately about Krobus as a friend than I do Evelyn, so I'm gonna leave the red X on Evelyn. Pierre is gonna be, or not Pierre, Lewis is gonna be a hard no. I think he's a douche. He's always been a douche. I don't know why he thinks his status as mayor is such like a high class thing, but like, let's be real, 10 people live in this town. Like, no one fucking cares about you. Like, no one cares what you do. No one cares that you're banging Marnie. Like, it's fine. Stop. And then I think he has like a golden statue of himself somewhere, and that's like fucking unalive yourself right now. So no. I hate him. He needs to get the fuck over himself. Linus, the resident homeless man. I think he's sweet, but we gotta have basic hygiene, homie. I know that he bathes sometimes, like in the lake and at the bathhouse, but I kind of want to fuck like not in a tent, so I'm gonna say no on that one. Marnie, I'm gonna say yeah, smash. She looks a lot younger in her portrait than I think she really is. But I think she's cute. I would smash her if she was ever at home, but she's not at home, so I guess we're just gonna have to figure it out. Yeah, a town of 10 people has a homeless dude. But he, like, actively chooses to be homeless. Like, it's not due to, like, circumstance. Like, he likes it. So I'm gonna say yes to Marnie, even though I know it's never gonna happen because she's never home. And then last is Pam. I think it's implied that she is or was once an alcoholic, but I kind of have this, like, headcanon that when she was young, she was a bit of a bombshell, and maybe if I imagined hard enough, we could make that happen. I'm gonna give it a maybe. There's, like, something about her, man. Like, when you take something that she likes, or yeah, you take her something that she likes, and she's like, you did really good with this one, kid, thanks. Something about that, I don't know, man. It makes my kokoro go doki doki. Why does Marnie get a pass and not Robin? Because I don't want to be Eskimo brothers with Demetrius. And that's what I would be if I fucked Robin. So with the individuals that are on this image, what do you mean the mayor? The mayor is right. I mean, I hate Demetrius more than I hate Lewis. So I could maybe get over being Eskimo. And you know what? I can get over being Eskimo brothers with him because, like, I can keep your underpants and I can blackmail you with it. So I'll take it. Like, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Is it fair to turn down someone based on who they had sex with in the past? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Life isn't fair, and neither is this pussy. Tell your grandma that I'm glad that she laughs when I say Eskimo brothers. Do we know what Eskimo brothers are or is? Like, do we know what the concept of that is? Is that a term that people, like, still understand? Or should I explain it? If you're Eskimo brothers with someone, it just means that you had sex with the same person. So, like, if both Caroline and I had sex with a wizard, Caroline and I would be Eskimo brothers. So yeah, so basically I would pass on everyone. Definite yes smashes would be Caroline, Gus, Sandy, Willie, the wizard, and Marnie. Tentative, I'm not really sure. Maybe it would depend on, like, my mental state. Would be Harvey, Leah, Jody, and Pam. And then platonic, like, I'm gonna smash you into my heart with, like, my hands, is gonna be Krobus. Like, he's my... Oh, I guess also I would smash Marlin, but he's not pictured here. Krobus is, like, my platonic crush. I would marry the cart girl. I would smash the cart girl too. Like, we're basically the same person. She has green hair, I have green hair. That's all it takes. It'd be like masturbating, but, like, you know, with two people. With someone other than yourself, which I think is just called banging it out. So, yeah, that's what I'd do. I would pass on the guy who runs Joja Mart because he's a tool. And I would smash the girl who works at Joja Mart because her tired yet, like, uncrushable spirit really gets my loins a quivering. So I'll say smash to her too. Was this sufficient? Does this help? Does this help you understand a little bit, like, you know, what's kind of going on in my heart of hearts? Oh boy. Good talk, everyone. You're still marrying Emily? That's fine. But when you go balls deep in her and your tip makes contact with a diaphragm made out of pure quartz, I don't want you to come crying to me about it. Okay? You're gonna get some quartz on your cock. And you know, that's just some people are into that. That's cool, man. Like, if you know what you like and you advocate for yourself, I can't criticize that, man. I'm gonna go turn in these objects to the community center, and I think I'm gonna have to call it a night there, ladies and gents. You're gonna get some quartz on your cock. I guess if you banged it out hard enough, you could, like, make sand in her poussoir, which I guess is cool, but may her cervix rest in peace. A lobster. There you go, buddy. Where's my largemouth bass? Oh, there you go. Gil, pass. He doesn't have the same sex appeal as Marlin. Like, the cape and the eye patch is like... But I feel like Gil is a bit of a pervert and, like, not in a cool way. Like, he steals women's, like, worn panties and, like, licks the gusset, you know what I mean? He, like, scrapes his teeth on the gusset, and that's fucking nasty. I ain't doing that. I apologize for what I literally just said. That is not acceptable. Yeah, if you ask for them, maybe we can talk about it. Yeah, capes do get you laid. Those are the real facts. I haven't got any of these. Oh, that's no good. Die bundle. There we go. I have to get sunflowers in the summertime. Summertime, lovin' in the summertime. So, as I make my way back to my farm, I would like you guys to list at least one thing that you learned during the stream today. At least one thing. It doesn't even need to be a complete sentence. You can just write out what you learned. I learned that scraping the gusset elicits a mental image that I wish I hadn't painted for myself. Fucking Balrogs. Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah, absolutely. That Balrogs are fucking crazy and Sauron did not have time for that. That is very true. You learned that if you fuck quartz vag fast enough, it turns to sand. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be like a white sand beach all up in there. And if I have learned anything about, you know, Kailua white sand, is that it will never, ever, ever come out. I think we all learned very important lessons today. Don't you? Yeah, well, when I went to Kailua for the first time when I was like 12, I did like a lot of body surfing, and the sand is so fine that it gets between the fibers of your clothing and it gets like stuck in there. And like years and years and years after I had like traveled there, I would still open up the drawer where my swimsuit was that I wore to it, and there would still be sand found at the bottom no matter what I did. It's like nature's glitter. You know, it just keeps coming back. You feel like you know less coming away from this? That just means you have more questions to get the answers to and will lead you to have more experience than ever before. Cat. Did I water my cat today? Oh no, I'm neglecting. Yeah. Oh shit. Alright, dudes. I'm gonna call it a night. It was dope. Like, I don't really have, you know, I don't do a lot of streams where I can just, like, yak about stupid shit, so this was really refreshing. I still don't know what I'm gonna be streaming next week. I need to do... Oh, look at that down there. I need to do some setup, but I'm really, really busy this weekend, so my time is quite limited. If I can't get some capture card things tweaked, I might have to re-examine my options. But just keep an eye out on my Twitter and on Discord. When I come to a final conclusion, I'll be sure to tweet out either on Sunday night or on Monday sometime. So thanks for hanging out. Once again, if you don't like Lord of the Rings, I'm really sorry. That was like 2/3 of today's stream was me talking about Lord of the Rings. But, you know, I think that's a detail that, like, a lot of people don't really know about me, is that I have, like, really deep knowledge of the Lord of the Rings, I guess. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. We'll definitely have to, like, schedule some more comfy Stardew streams in the future. Let me see who I can send you to. Oh my god. Go hang out with Allotic, dude. Allotic is a big homie. Allotic's been supporting me for a really long time, so be sure to give them support too. I'm sure you guys have seen them in the chat. See you on Twitter till it dies. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Have a really good weekend, everyone. It was dope.